Yeah, that brings back memories. Like I say, yeah, that's right. I remember Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy had his record sealed, of course, because what he used to do is he used to sell cocaine. But he didn't actually sell cocaine. What he actually sold was cyanide. I forget exactly how he got a hold of it or whatever, but he figured that cyanide looked just like cocaine, and maybe with a little bit of cocaine, it actually or he would mix up a little bit. He would give people, women and other people, cyanide tablets. He was actually, I think that's how he became an actor actually, or cyanide lines basically. A lot of people use drugs in the movie industry. Well, he's the one that's they say he actually got the movie industry hooked on drugs or something like that, which I don't really know about that. Anyway, somehow he was a cocaine distributor or something like that, and basically he always figured that it was cheaper and more profitable to kill his clients rather than actually get them high. So he actually ended up killing a lot of people, actually like at least 100 or 200 people. Mostly, I forget exactly how it went down, but basically he was responsible for a lot of death. Um, like he would come up on houses, like he would say, "I come up on everything because of this stuff," and because he was poisoning his clients. But he would be talking like he sold drugs, but he didn't really sell cocaine. I mean, he did kind of, but mostly he sold cyanide. But of course, the people wouldn't really know what they were snorting until after they snorted it. Anyway, I don't really know if it really looks like it, but apparently it does kind of like look at, or the stuff that he had looked like cocaine. So when you would be smoking whatever, you'd actually be or snorting. When you'd think you'd be snorting cocaine, you were actually snorting cyanide with Eddie Murphy. I don't know if he had a TV show or something, but he got a couple acting things like that where like the actor that was going to play the part mysteriously died. Like a lot of people overdosed around Eddie Murphy as a well, he had his yard. Well, he did some really bad stuff when he was a teenager or a young kid, like 12 years old. Like he was Eddie Murphy, they would say was always bad. He was always bad, and he killed his first person when he was really young. I forget how, or why. But anyway, as a young kid, though, I think his dad had somebody had cocaine or something, and basically that's when he started doing it. Is when he was young, and so I think he figured if he killed everyone by the time he was when he was still young, that it wouldn't matter, and he could just get his record sealed, which he did do. But he's actually responsible for selling lots or giving people lots and lots of cyanide and killing quite a few people. Anyway, and normally in the old days, he would just move into the house of the person he killed, basically, and then like kill his landlord, that kind of stuff. Anyway, I think what happened was he killed someone that was living at one of my trust houses. I have houses that where it's basically paid for, until like year 2000 or something like that. The money that pays for the repairs and the upkeep of the house all comes from a trust. So he killed one of the people that actually lived there and basically just moved in and nobody ever really checked on it because it was all in a trust. So yeah, repairs were done to the house and inspection was done like once a day or once a year or every 5 years or something like that. And they really didn't catch him living there, I don't think, until later on. Anyway, I think he might have been kicked out. I don't know exactly. If you look at Eddie Murphy's sealed record, you'll find a lot of good stuff. And then, not that it really matters. And then, because, I mean, you would say blackmail, but the truth is that so many people want him dead, it's not even funny. And if people really knew what he was into, they would really want him dead. Anyway, he killed quite a few people. And some of them were the kind of people that you don't want to kill and live through it. Anyway, though, but yeah, I mean, for a while there, he had to go on the run and travel and stuff like that. And because he had killed some people, that really he killed the wrong people anyway. I think someone's son trusted him or something like that. I don't really know the details of it, but basically, I mean, if you looked in and got his file, oh yeah. And then he didn't stop there though. After he got his record sealed, he kept killing, but he did it more skillfully. So anyway, so about half the time he would give a person cocaine, and the other half he would give them methamphetamine. You never knew what you were going to get with Eddie Murphy, they would say. Anyway, I can't believe he's still alive though, isn't he? Yeah, but yeah. I do know about some of the world's worst people or most deadly people. and he would be up there in the world in the world's most deadly people. I think he also did do some contract kills or something like that, with people. But I don't know. He used to go around saying he was a big contract killer. But I mean, maybe I don't know. He killed a lot of people using cocaine. Like he would, I forget exactly how he did it, but mostly like he would give them or go to give them drugs or let them try drugs or something like that, or they would ask him to try drugs and then he would kill them, basically with cyanide, mix it in or just straight. And sometimes people would be like, well, that's actually Eddie Murphy is the reason why people always say you try your drugs first and then I'll try some. He's actually the reason why people do that. People say, I'm not going to touch your drugs until you try them first. That's because of Eddie Murphy and what he was doing. Because, like I say, he'd be like, here, you take the first line. And you go, I don't know how much cyanide it really takes to kill a person, but basically, he was poisoning his customers and poisoning everyone. So much so that around the industry, people, even drug users in other countries were like, I'm not going to touch that stuff until you try it first. And then maybe I'll have a line. Because, most of the time with Eddie Murphy was cyanide. So, and he even got a trick where he'd pinch the straw and go, yeah, it's fine, see? It's fine. What are you talking about? Try it. Making me look bad. And then the person, like he would laugh sometimes. I think he mostly killed white people, though. I don't really know. I think he probably killed everyone, though. But yeah, Eddie Murphy was responsible for at least 100-something deaths or more. He's like, I kill people all the time. He would boast about it in bars and stuff like that. There was some big shot, whatever. Truth was, he just basically killed people and then took their stuff, stole their car, whatever. I think he might have had a chop shop. I don't know. He had connections. So anyway, but yeah. Yeah, I forget about Eddie Murphy. He's quite a character. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I knew about a lot of the people back in the old days. I mean, I heard about it, of course. I mean, but anyway, yeah. He was one of those people I was trying to forget and trying to ignore. The cops were after him. I mean, he got busted and put in jail quite a few times. He should have spent his whole life in jail, actually, considering how bad he was. I mean, he should have never been let out. Who let him out? When people saw him, they'd be like, who let him out? Because, I mean, he was caught as a juvenile for killing, quite a few people. And then he got his record sealed, and then he just did it more skillfully. So, anyway, he's one of those people. He would kill his best friend just as likely as he would some stranger. Probably more so. I don't know. Anyway, though, but yeah, he's one of those people, he kills everyone. Eventually he would kill you, no matter what. I don't know if he got off on it, but he killed a lot of people. Usually skillfully, like he's the guy that like the Hillside Strangler, that kind of thing, or mostly like you'd go up on a hill to go do drugs with someone and then leave them up there dead from cyanide. So. Anyway, yeah, Eddie Murphy was quite a bad person. Really bad. Yeah, there were quite a few people that actually wanted him dead. I'm surprised he lived. I don't know how he lived. It's weird. Usually people that go around killing so many people end up dead themselves. Anyway, I don't know. He would be bad too. He would even sprinkle it on the cocaine. Like if he was gonna buy someone else's cocaine, he'd be like, I only buy kilos. And then when he was going, he's like, or he would be like, let me see that, and he would sprinkle some on it. I mean, I forget exactly what the details were, but he basically used cyanide to come up on everything. So yeah, but no one knows because he got his record sealed and then expunged and basically had connections. Anyway, whatever. He paid out a lot of money, basically. Anyway, I don't know. I wonder where he is now. He was always boasting about how good his life was, but I don't know. He did a lot of stuff to earn it. So anyway, but yeah, that's the secret about Eddie Murphy that no one really knows, is how many people he's killed.